Hey guys, Mr. Markcoos here, and as you can see, we're back playing some MyClub today. As you can see, of course, best of September still. We actually got a special agent, as you see there. We don't actually have to buy him, because it's purchase restrictions are none. Negotiation request one more time, and we don't have to pay anything towards it, because I won the cup thing, the offline cup, with to get a free one of them. So I could have showed you those, but what's the point showing you offline games, essentially? Games are boring as hell. I just played Meter up front. He scored like 20 odd goals in the whole actual thing. We end up getting actually a black ball, which is really fortunate. And you actually get a really good player in the form of the beast that is from Brazil, Chelsea's Willian. And Willian, I was like really pissed off when I got him, and I thought, okay, I don't really need him because I've got really good right mids and left mids technically in the form of Ribery and Neymar. But then I thought, no, okay, let's see if I can probably get it. Should be okay. We'll probably get an okay player, and we end up getting him. And I was like, okay, he might play, he might not play, but he's a good alternative to Ribery. He's stronger than Ribery. He's got better stamina as well, so it makes it a lot easier. But I end up going in again, going for the top agent, see if we could maybe get another black ball. I end up getting a gold ball this time. We end up getting another left back called Sabali. And it was funny because I thought I'd getting that Edson Silva guy back, but the minute I saw a black bald head, and I was like, no, please. And I thought, but then I was like, no, but I still have him. You can't get duplicates in this game. You know, FIFA, it's not my issue. But yeah. So in today's episode, I have 2 matches for you. Compared to last episode, it was only 1 match. We're still in Division 8. We've got 3 points. Division 8, you need, 12 to get promoted or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go out here, try and get as many games as possible. Try and win as many games as possible instead of having to like play more games and all that sort of stuff. So first game of this episode, we get face against a guy called CMDG. He's got a rating of 460. He had an absolute beast of a team, if I remember correctly. You see there, he's got Cristiano Ronaldo, and I have Frank Ribery. So the minute I see Ronaldo, I usually think straight away, I'm going to lose the game. It's really weird, but the minute I see him, I think I'm going to lose the game. But he was playing him at left midfield, no, attacking midfield, sorry. And he was also playing Chamberlain. He had Joachim Low as his manager. He had Buffon, he had Thiago Silva, he had Alderweireld. He had Raphael, he had Fabian Delph, he had Insigne on the bench, and I was like, I'm probably going to get beat. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to accept defeat now. But this game was ridiculously good. Like, ridiculously good. It was a really fun game to actually play in. Guy was a pretty decent player. It helps when you face a decent player. A guy who actually tries to play the game properly, rather than just like, because if you want to, you just pass it through to Ronaldo every single time, but you actually play the game pretty decently. 23rd minute of the match, like, the game was ridiculously close by this point. Wellington got his first game for me as well, the new centre-back I got at the end of the last episode. And in basically the 24th minute, I make a mistake. He gets from goal for Insigne, he gets a strike away, scores a goal, and I was like, okay, fair enough. But then in the, like, about 10 or 15 minutes later, Willian runs down the right-hand side past about 3 or 4 players, like they're not even there, gets a strike away and scores his first goal for the club in like his first appearance. Ridiculous. The man is just so goddamn good. Like, I was skeptical when I got him, like I was saying, but my god, he was much better than I actually thought it'd be, because he's like a lot faster than it would suggest, because his stats say he's not that, well, he's quite fast, not that fast, but he's ridiculously fast. But as you see from the stats at half-time, 3 shots 2 on target, 2 shots 1 on target, game ridiculously close. And in the 21st and 51st minute of the match, Viriana gives the ball to Willian down the right-hand side again. Gives it to Garcia. Garcia waits. Gives it to Hernandez. Hernandez again waits. Gives it to Willian. And Willian this time just runs. Passes it into Hernandez. Again, Hernandez waits. And I like timed it to perfection that Alderweireld will slide in. Give it to Willian. Willian runs down the right hand side. Crosses it in. Buffon makes a huge mistake of it. Well, his Buffon does. And Hernandez pops in back to the net to give us a 1-goal lead. A 2-1 lead. But in the 61st minute, again, I make a mistake with D'Alessandro. Give the ball away cheaply. He gets it into Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Does a pretty decent job of like running about a little bit. Gets a strike away. The keeper should save it because it's like right next to him, but I'm not really going to complain. Keepers are terrible in this game. And then like about 5 or 6 minutes later, again get another opportunity down the right hand side. Give it into Toni Kroos. Kroos plays it into Viriana down the right hand side. Viriana continues to run into the box. He really probably just should have shot or passed it back, but for some reason I try and go for a goal with Viriana. Said in the last episode that my defenders don't score. They're not going to score. But yeah, not last episode, the episode before. But yeah, so yeah, he gives the ball away cheaply. He makes a massive mistake with Buffon. I get the strike away, score to make it 3-2. In the 85th minute of the match, or the last 10 minutes of the match, well, last 5 minutes of the match, Hernandez on the ball, waits for Durar to make the run. I don't actually get the opportunity to play it through to him until eventually Hernandez plays it in eventually to Durar. Durar plays an amazing through ball through Gabriel Garcia. The guy hacks me on the edge of the box, gets a straight red card of Toby Alderweireld. And from the free kick, which I take with Toni Kroos, he puts Thiago Silva on the line. And fortunately for me, he moves him just away at the last second, and Toni Kroos pops in to score, well, basically my first free kick in this, so it's actually pretty decent. So win the game, first game of this episode, 4-2. Against a much better, not a much better team, but he did have like certain players. Like, I'd love to have Thiago Silva, like a really good centre back would be amazing, but Javi Hernandez got man of the match for some reason, with a 7.0 rating. I don't remember him actually doing much, but, well, he scored one goal, Willian scored the other, and then Raul Garcia scored. Yeah, I don't know why Hernandez got man of the match, but hey ho. Anyway, as you see here, we've got 6 points in Division 8. We need 12, like I said, to get promoted, and we go again into the last match of this episode. And this is a really interesting match, because this match was essentially a training match. Hence the name of this video, the Markcoos Mafia participate in a training match, because it was just attack versus defense the second half of this game. It was very, very intense. A very intense training match, and I'm not going to spoil it for you because, of course, the episode's not finished yet. So, yeah. Eventually, I get matched against Halmdal 1986. His rating's 430, well, 16 less than mine. And he's got Los Mortis as his team name. And his team was not really that special. I mean, he had Lionel Messi, he had Harry Kane, he had Wijnaldum. But I wouldn't go out my way to be like, oh my god, he's got so many good players. And for some reason I made Le Golf mark Messi. It was never going to end well, but it actually ended quite well. It was quite funny, because all he did was pass the ball to Lionel Messi, and I predicted it before I even started the match. I was like, he's going to pass the ball to Messi and run at me. And that is basically what he did. From the start, he gives the ball eventually down this right hand side to Lionel Messi. Harry Kane on the ball, gives it into Messi. Would rather try and give it into Messi than just pass the ball about properly. So I just marked Messi and did applied second pressure all the time, and it worked. And it just worked in general. Like him attacking. Grammar. When he was attacking, all he did was just run at me with Messi. As you see here, in the middle of the field with Messi, eventually get the ball back, give it to Le Golf. For some reason, Le Golf, of course, was marking Messi. Give it to Willian, and I was like, I'm not going to have this crap. He can do what he wants, but I'm just going to play the ball through to Hernandez and score nice and easily. So I scored in the first minute, the first 5 minutes of the match. About 5 minutes later, again, Viriana down the right hand side, passes it into Raul Garcia. Garcia slide tackles it into the back of the net. Make it 2-0 within the first 10 minutes. And then in the 26th minute, get a corner kick, give it into Viriana, cross it into the back post. Comes to nothing. D'Alessandro heads it down to Willian. Willian gets a strike away, takes a huge deflection. Hernandez eventually gets an opportunity. I take a shot feint by mistake, give it into Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos shot feints on the edge of the box, and he pops the back net to make it 3-0 within the first half hour. And like I was saying, attack versus defense. You'll see what I'm talking about when you compare the stats at half time to the stats at full time. So basically from this opportunity, he gets a strike away with Alex Witsel. Botia just jumps in the middle of it. For some reason, Buffon goes absolutely flying, and he just clears it. So 3-0 at half time. We're not dominating the match, but we just took our opportunities. But we were dominating the match, as you sort of see there. But 8 shots, 6 on target the first half, and he had 3 shots and 0 on target. And in basically from the second half, like I was saying, attack versus defense, it was intense in terms of me attacking. Like, it was just so much pressure. As you see here in the 56th minute, Toni Kroos getting a volley away, Casio, his goalkeeper, making a really good save. About 10 minutes later, Ribery on the ball, gives it into Garcia. Garcia gives it into Hernandez. Hernandez runs past, gets a strike away. He scores, make it 4-0. 10 minutes later, again, well, not even 10 minutes, like 8 minutes later, Ribery taking a corner kick, hits it to the back post. This time, Toni Kroos heads it down. Of course, I could have showed you everything, but I was not going to show you everything because it would make the video about 15-20 minutes long, and I'm not going to talk for that long. But yeah, I mean, basically we're dominating the match. So much intense attacking in the second half, it was just ridiculous. William probably should have scored in the last minutes of the match, make it 5-0. But 4-0 at full time, so we only scored 1 goal in the second half. But look how many shots I had in the second half. 12. I had 12 shots, he had 0. I just dominated possession. It was such a good game to play in. Absolutely destroyed him. It was so much fun. But yeah, so obviously there we've got 9 points in Division 8. We have 1 more win and we get to Division 7. Easy. I thought Division 8 was might be, well, Division 8 of course is Division 8. We've got 7 more divisions to go till we get to the top. But can we get there? Potentially. Well, you never know. But it's only October, it's the end of October, so who knows? Who knows? We might get there eventually. But In the last bit of this episode, we're going to go and buy another striker, because I was looking at strikers. I was like, maybe get a backup for Hernandez. I didn't actually have one other than Michu, and I thought maybe I could actually get a good player here, potentially get one to replace Hernandez. And Hernandez is doing a pretty good job, but it'd be good to maybe get someone even better. And we end up getting a player. He's a gold ball player instead of a black ball. Again, 2 away from a black ball, so goddamn frustrating. We get a Spanish striker, pretty good name, Arabareno. And yeah, that was a complete waste of my money. So if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.